Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'll be reviewing the monster Gwalirn. This mythic monster is one of the newest. It is actually a water attacker, and it was available in the breeding events. I think it still is, so you can still obtain it. But today, I'll be reviewing him from level 1 to 100, so I hope you guys are excited. If you are, smash like button, subscribe, channel notification. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have 2 rune slots open for this monster, and it is ready to hatch, of course. So let's go ahead and place it right in our monster vault, just like that. And here's a little animation. And I do like his third form actually more than his baby form. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But anyways, there it is, 957 Gwalirn. We got this monster ready. So in terms of trait, you get access to Demon straight away. Status effect have a 20% less accuracy against it, immune to burn and ignite. The burn and ignite immunity comes in handy in some cases, but then you have immune to freeze, rank 1 trait, which isn't so good in my opinion. And then status caster 50% precision only for himself, which isn't so good honestly. And it will get cleansed. It's cleansable, and also it can run out very easily. But the thing is, honestly, in terms of traits, I feel like it could have been better. So I'm not really a huge fan of his traits, but hopefully his skill set and everything else will change my mind about this monster. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and feed it up, of course, to level 100, just like that. Now that it's at 100, take a look at the stats. 10,582 power, okay, 122,148 life, and 7,657 speed. Okay, interesting. All right, take a look at the special skill. Burning water removes water status effects from all enemies, disables traits on all enemies, deals very heavy water damage to all enemies, and then applies ignite to all enemies as well. So you're applying ignition, which comes with a torture rate, removing positive status effect, that's really good, trait disabling as well, and then dealing the damage. That's really good, I've got to say. Coming in with the ultimate, and he's an attacker, so that's really good. It suits him. Anyways, Evil Tide deals moderate water damage to all enemies, applies Drown to all enemies. Okay, so it's an AoE Drowned, definitely carrying that. You also have an AoE Boiling effect as well. And then you also have Freeze with Bleeding in one skill. That's interesting. It doesn't deal any damage, you just apply the Torture and also the Freeze effect. Okay, and last but not least, very heavy water damage to one enemy, applies Boiling and Drowned. Okay, so basically this and this coming in one skill, but it's a single target, if that makes sense. Evil Wave. This is just a spammable skill. As long as you have the 30 stamina, you apply the Drowned. This one's also spammable as long as you have the stamina. So basically, one's Drowned, the other one's Boiling. And last but not least, you have this very low water damage. I don't know why you want to go with this. I'd rather, if I had to choose, I'd rather go with this one over this, of course. I mean, it's pretty obvious. This one just applies Boiling to the enemy. You just continue spamming it. It requires no stamina, no cooldown. But overall, in my personal opinion, these are his best skills. Now the thing is, you have to watch out from other water monsters, because now that I noticed, all of his skills are actually water element, so he'll be weak against his own element. You gotta be careful. But overall, another thing I've noticed is that his cooldowns, look at his cooldowns, they're all like low cooldowns. You see 2, 2, 2, and last but not least 1, right? So that's good. Like in terms of cooldowns, that's actually good. And he also has access to freeze as an attacker, so that's actually not that bad. That's pretty good. Anyways, in terms of runes, here's what I recommend giving, guys. I recommend giving, let me see if I have level 5s. Maybe I can give in like level 7s actually. Yeah, level 7s it is. So here's what I recommend giving, guys. You can go with 1 strength and 2 speed runes if you have that, or you can do 2 speed and 1 strength, okay? Now in this case, I'm not going to unlock this because honestly, I'm not really going to rank this monster up and use it. I don't think this monster will really be meta. I'd rather go with Hidrorion over this monster. I mean, many will definitely prefer that, right? So yeah, again, in terms of runes, 2 strength and 1 speed works for this monster, or you can do 2 speed and 1 strength. Now in terms of relics, here's what I recommend giving, guys. For sword, this is actually good because it's an attacker, so definitely need it. You could do Wingsuit Sword, Laser Beam Sword, and last but not least, Cane Sword. I'm personally going to go with this Wingsuit Sword. And last but not least, Mask. I do recommend going in with like a Tetumet's Mask if you have that, so you can regenerate stamina and also remove stamina from the enemy. If you don't have that, you could do Electron's Mask. I know many of you guys do have that. And last but not least, you could probably do like Baltar's Mask, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm personally going to go with this one. Okay, so since this monster is at level 100, I wanted to take it to Adventure Map because of course I can't really take this monster to PvP. And I know some of you guys have been commenting like, why don't you take it to PvP? Well, that's a reason. I can't really take this monster against like level 150s because on PvP, literally every player that I fight, they're all like 150s, you know what I mean? Rank 5 monsters, so the monster will just die instantly. So yeah, but anyways, so we could still do it here on Adventure Map. Now I'm pairing it up with Algara and of course Gwalirn as my tank, so you can, I guess, go with the double damage or triple damage, right? Just like this. And what I can do is I can actually start with this AoE Boiling, or I can do this AoE drown. Both of them actually works. I also have a single target. So this AoE drowned one, it's actually a 35%, and the boiling one's actually 30% power. That's interesting. So the drowned one is actually slightly more powerful. Look at this. So we're gonna go ahead and do Evil Tides, and just like that, we eliminate 2 of them. Tattoo Man's Mask kicks in as well, removing stamina. And what we can do is remove life by percentage, just like that. And then Elgato can just continue spamming, you know, triple damage for this monster. So if you do have Elgato, Raijin, or any other monster, you can continue, you know, spamming the double damage, triple damage, or whatever it is. Now, in some cases, this skill won't really come in handy, the Sharp Ice, and that kind of sucks because look, this monster is immune to freeze, right? And many other monsters that you will go up on PvP, they will definitely be either immune to torture or immune to control or some sort, right? So that skill right there will be kind of useless. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna charge up here. We have an AoE boiling again, or we could do the single target. Might as well do the single target because it comes with drowned and boiling, right? Just like that. So we add in the boiling effect, which he's not immune to, and he just took so much damage against it. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna do another triple damage. We're gonna charge up. And then now, you see how I regenerated stamina with Tetsume's Mask? That's why I recommend giving that. If you have it, give it. So here, Evil Tides, this is more powerful, so we might as well use it. And just like that, we eliminate the monster. Remember what I mentioned earlier with, like, in terms of his skills? Like how weak he's going to be against his own element? Here's what I meant. Look, because all of his skills are basically water element, again, so you have to watch out from other water monsters. Now, I'm not gonna go with the triple damage here. Let's see how much he actually deals without the triple damage. So, look, this AoE boiling, it doesn't even kill them, even though they only have like 37k HP. That's crazy, right? So look, if I do the boiling sea, or even in the Evil Tides, his most powerful AoE skill, it won't be able to actually take them down. Maybe with Wingsuit Sword, possibly, but I don't know. Let's see. Is Wingsuit Sword not, oh, it's not even gonna kick in. After damaging with skill, the target's life is below 50%. Oh yeah, okay, so it's not gonna kick in. So again, like, you gotta watch out from that, you know what I mean? Now let's do triple damage here, and of course with triple damage he will be able to. Yep, I'm not surprised. But again, for those of you that don't have Elgato or any other monster that basically can apply, you know, triple damage, things like that, then it'll be difficult for you, you know what I mean? So we could just charge up here and the monster will die to tortures. And again, this actually applies to all the other monsters like water element. So for example, this one as well, all water monsters, right? 63k HP versus 29k and 36k, and we're just gonna go ahead and charge up on these 2 monsters, and look at this, not that powerful. And again, this one, you know, in most cases you don't even need him. Like, look, this monster's immune to freeze, right? I could have frozen the other 2. The bleeding did land on the one, don't get me wrong, but again, the freezing and sometimes even the bleeding won't even land because most monsters nowadays are immune to torture. So that's what I kind of dislike about this monster. But anyways, we're gonna do Evil Tides just like that, and Wingsuit Sword will finish him off just like that. And sometimes Wingsuit Sword won't be able to deal more damage either because it's water element as well. So that's a lot of water elements here and there, you know what I mean? So you could probably do like a different sword rather than Wingsuit Sword if you want. But anyways, guys, so that's going to be pretty much it for today's Monster Gens monster review on this new mythic monster. Again, you can obtain it right now in the breeding event, unless the breeding event is actually over. Nope, it's still actually here. It's still here for like 15 more hours. So if you want to obtain it, you can. I did make a video on it, but in case you missed it out, here's the combo that I actually used that gave me the monster. But it took me about like 5 tries, I think. Yep. Took me about 5 tries and I ended up getting it. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, channel notifications on, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.